Hello, welcome to Bike Filth. I'm Tim, and today we're going to have a look at a subject rather than an individual. So today we're going to have a look at whether you should clip in or not clip in. So, what's the difference between flat pedals, clipless pedals, clip pedals, a whole array of different types of pedals? Essentially, the thing that confuses most people is what the term clipless means. So basically, clipless pedals are pedals without a toe clip. So generally, that is your clip-in pedals, your Shimano SPDs, PDSLs, your Look pedals, your Crank Brothers pedals. All of these companies make great setups. Depending on what type of riding you're doing, you're gonna want a particular pedal for that type of riding. Flat pedals, they come in a variety of different styles. The main one being the sort of platforms that you'll see with the DMR pedals and with the Shimano DX pedals, which are a personal favourite of mine. You can use any kind of shoe on them. Probably not a high heel. I've never tried, but I'm sure there are some people that have. Clipless pedals, you have to use a shoe that's designed for use with the cleats for that pedal. So therefore, it means that it's a much smaller amount of riders, collective of riders that are going to use that type of pedal. So what are the benefits and what are the negatives of a clipless pedal? So the benefit is that you get, I think it's about 16% more power from clipping in than you do not. This is basically because there is a small amount of movement on the pedal that is a dead spot then when you have flat pedals. So when you have flat pedals, there's always going to be a movement where you're bringing your foot up and your foot down, but it's kind of getting to that point, whereas when you get to the vertical point, you can push down, obviously, but then you've got to tilt your foot to push down. So when you're clipped in, you can actually pull along a little bit, and then that creates a greater movement. It used to be that you'd have the clips on the clips on the front, so you'd have toe clips. These also put your feet into a much better position so that the pedal was on the front part of your foot, rather than what a lot of riders tend to do, myself included, is put your arch of your foot basically on the pedal. That isn't as positive as putting the front of your foot on the pedal. So essentially, the old system, the clip system, where you'd have a toe clip on there, that they've worked out is around 9% more efficient than just a flat pedal. Clipping in is 16% more efficient because you've actually got that power to pull up. But both of those, clipless and clipped, put your feet in a better position, so you're already gaining more. So that 9% shows that even just by changing your foot position, it will increase your cycling power. Which is what we all want, really. Now, as far as disciplines go, with road cycling, obviously there's a massive bonus from being clipped in. I myself have gone out on a road bike with flat pedals with a group of people who were clipped in. I'm not very fast, and they possibly were, but I could see the advantage of being able to be clipped in and having that extra power there. It's obviously an advantage. Certainly on a road bike, I would be clipped in, or I always am clipped in. As far as mountain biking is concerned, that is a different story altogether. Back in the early 2000s, probably late 90s, early 2000s, I did try a pair of Shimano SPDs. At the time, Vans had brought out a shoe that was SPD compatible, so you could put your cleat in the shoe, and then it would clip into the pedal. It was an absolute disaster. I'm sure many people on their first time of trying clipless pedals will have the same thing. But on a mountain bike, it's not like a road bike where I feel like you've got more space to you know when you're going to stop. Whereas on a mountain bike, you tend to stop more irregularly. So for a mountain bike, I've always used flat pedals since that point, because after falling, you just go with the bike. The best thing to do, as far as from my experience, is set your pedals very loose. So that would mean that when you take your cleat out, it's nice and easy, rather than setting the tension on high. So inevitably it's harder to pull out. You've got to get used to the actual movement first. We see a lot of downhill mountain bikers using clipless system, which works for them. In reality, if your purpose for cycling is for speed, clipping in is a brilliant idea. If your purpose for cycling is for having fun, then it's really it's down to your riding preference, down to your riding style, as to whether you want to clip in or have flat pedals. BMXs, you see a lot of race BMXs clipping in. Again, it's gonna make a difference, because that is all out, less than a minute on the track, and you've got to pedal as much as possible. So yeah, again, that's a positive. I would say road cycling, racing, cross country, all of these things will benefit from clipping in. Everything would benefit from clipping in, but it's just about the environment that you're in. So I think with mountain biking, the best system is just flat pedals, general dirt jumping or street or freestyle, then flat pedals all the way. Yeah, that's it really, as far as my knowledge is concerned on whether you should clip in or not. Really, it's down to you. It's what you feel confident with. It's what you want out of your bike, out of the cycling experience that you're partaking in. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, a like down at the bottom, subscribe, and you'll see when we post stuff if you click the bell icon. There'll be something up here for you to click on if you want to watch any more videos. This is the first tech video we've done, so I'm hoping it's good. Please leave a comment below, tell us what you think. We'll do more on different things, on different bike tech, if you want, if there's something that you're not knowledgeable on. There's so much. The bike world is huge, and we've got about that much knowledge, but we can find out more, and then we can all have probably a little bit more knowledge. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll watch another video and possibly subscribe. Thanks, bye.